good at this stuff. This is the second time we've had our recital here. And Shalom's family is the one who helped us get this. You'll meet Shalom a little later, decided to go earlier. But what his family did, what his dad's done, he set up a live stream. So if you want to send a live stream to any of your families, we have a QR code right outside. A QR code if you want to get a copy of that. And then you can have any of your family members watch the program as well. Okay, so there's a new QR code if you want to take advantage of it.
Yeah. I'll wait that.
There's a Jew one or a live stream.
That looks like there's three.
There's three.
You guys ready for four? What do you mean no? You should be nervous. That must be nervous.
Yeah, I'm nervous.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Someone has no electric guitar? Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have like, I don't know what you call the pedal things, but we can just plug it in.
Yeah, just stay up. I think we'll be fine for anything.
Plug this in. Or do that. Is it going further or is that it? Try using this. I'm gonna put your guitar right here, okay? That good?
So we're going to turn this on at the start?
We're going to turn on the main ones. So everyone will hear it. It's fine.
I was about to be just the force. Not this one. No. Yeah, but this I can start it. Huh? Wait, that's recycling. Yeah, this one doesn't
Could I? Thank you. This is the tone, this is the volume. Keep messing with the volume, maybe even sit down. Do me a favor, turn the volume all the way down. Turn the volume all the way down.
Yeah.
Now, slowly play it and start turning it up. Yeah. That's fine. I'll be back. That's good, thank you. Yeah. I think you're all set.
Hello, everybody. We're just about ready to begin. In case you don't know, my name's Daryl Leffler. I'm the boss of Daryl Leffler's Academy of Music. And so we're here, we're combining two teachers. One is Mr. Jose. His students are here as well, and as well as some of my students. This is the second recital we're having today. And so, what's nice is we have a support from a great family. You'll meet Shalom a little later and his family. They're the ones who are providing the church for us. They're the ones who help us set up. They're also setting up the live stream that we're having. And so this is a first. So your children are in a first for us. We've had recitals for 35 years, and this is the first where we're live streaming it. So it goes to show you can't teach, you still can't teach an old dog new tricks. So I'm learning as we go. Now, a couple things. The bathrooms are out to your left. Okay, so if you need to go to the restroom, they're off to the left. Mr. Jose, do you mind closing the door so we don't hear the outside noise? Okay, thank you, Mr. Jose. And so anyways, just a couple things. We have a special chair here. It's called the reserve chair. That's for all of you photographers and videographers who want to take a great shot of your children playing the piano. So you're not going to bother us. So if you want to come up, and this is the chair right here, or this whole row. But usually this is the best seat right here. So you can, I'm going to take this away, but this is where your families can sit in there and take some great videos. And it's not going to bother us because to us this is an heirloom. You know, this is a special moment for your family. So this is something that they're going to cherish, and this will be part of your family for a long time. So don't feel like you're going to bother and interrupt the program by coming up here and taking videos of your children. Okay. Now, a little history of Daryl Leffler's Academy of Music. I started this music school right when I got out of college. Actually, I started when I was 16 years old. Let's start there. Okay. My folks built me a little studio in their house to teach students, and then I liked it so much through high school. I ended up getting a music degree at San Francisco State, and I kept on teaching all the way through. It was a great gig for a college kid, because I didn't have to work a lot of hours, and I was making pretty good money for that time. $25 an hour was a lot back then. And so then I developed a couple music schools, and we've been around for a long time, and I have a great staff. And so one was Mr. Jose, who you're going to see. Now, all of you who are Mr. Jose's students, or parents and students, we all have something in common, and that is Mr. Jose used to teach my son Matthew when he was in high school. And that's how we met Matthew. My son was losing his inspiration for music. That was heartbreaking for me. He didn't want it. He didn't want to join the band anymore. He didn't want to do piano lessons anymore when he was about a sophomore in high school. And so then I was referred to Mr. Jose, and Mr. Jose would come to my house and teach Matthew how to play and master his instrument, which was the trumpet at that time. And he just opened the doors for Matthew. And then Matthew just loved music thanks to him. And Matthew continued, and Matthew's still a very prominent musician now. And he's 25 now, so that's a long time ago. And so anyways, the reason why Mr. Jose is with us is because I asked him to join our music school after I saw how much he inspired my child. So a lot of us parents have something in common. We have the same teacher for our child. Well, my child's 25 years old now, so he's not the child anymore. So anyways, for our recitalists, many of you, this is your first recital. Now, you coming to the piano is the accomplishment, and playing and performing for all of us. That's the accomplishment. And so if you happen to make a mistake during a performance, no big deal. Okay, so don't worry about it. Don't let it ruin your day. It might happen, it might not happen, but the point is, it's not a big deal. Okay, now if you happen to have a perfect performance, then that's the cherry on the top. That's the accomplishment. That's a good accomplishment. But don't let it bother you if you make a little mistake here and there. It's not the end of the world. We are here to support you, and we're here to help you out and get through this and help you become a better musician. And so, anyways, we are going to start our first recital list. Let me see if I have my list here. Okay, what did I do with my... Oh my gosh. I think I left it out there. Okay, let me go get it. I left my list out there. Okay. There's seats over there, and there's seats around. Okay. The front one is reserved. Sorry, thank you. All right. Now, Marina's not going to be here. She has a slight issue. She lives in Texas, so she couldn't make it today. So our first recitalist,
won't be able to be with us today. But the most important recitalist in this room is Ryan. Where's Ryan? Hold on, Ryan. Hold on, Ryan. I got to tell you why you are important, okay? Now, without Ryan, we can't start this recital. So Ryan, thanks to you, we're going to start the recital. Come on, Ryan. Ryan's going to play July the 4th and Old Uncle Bill. Go ahead, Ryan, the piano is yours. Going to play Old Uncle Bill. Is Alan Tran. Where's Alan at? There's Alan. Come on, Alan. Alan's going to play Concert Time and Music Box Rock. Nice performance. Now for our next performer we have Viam. Where's Viam? There's Viam right front row. He's going to play Getaway followed by Hedwig's theme. Oh, it's the Star Wars theme. That's even better. You have another song to play? All right. We're going to have to call this the Biome Recital. Young students, youngsters out there, do they know, you know what that song comes from? Anybody? What is it? Harry Potter! Yeah, very well done. All right, thank you. That was an excellent performance. Now for our next performer is AJ. Is AJ in the room? Where's AJ at? Not here today? Okay, okay. That means we're going to go to Sharia. Where's Sharia? Sharia here? All right. We're going to have a trumpet performance. Mr. Jose's, even though Mr. Jose teaches guitar and teaches piano, his expertise is in the trumpet. And Jose plays in all these bands all over the Bay Area. You're in charge of your own mariachi band too, is that correct?
Oh yeah, so I work with salsa, mariachi, cumbia, but also classical music theater, big band, jazz, all over the place.
This guy's the most talented teacher at our music school. He does it all. Me, I only play the piano. Go ahead. Nice work. Divya's our next performer. Where is Divya? There's Divya. How are you, Divya? Divya's gonna play, oh, Beethoven's Ode to Joy. Now, many of you already know that tune. Most of the kids already know that tune. But there's a lot of history that goes behind that melody there. It's part of Beethoven's Ninth Symphony. It was his final symphony that he wrote. And it's the third movement. When composers write symphonies, they write three movements, okay? 3 or 4 movements. But in this case, this was the third movement. And it's the first time an orchestra was ever put together with a choir. Okay, so that's the first time that's ever been done. Now the interesting part is when Beethoven wrote it, he was completely deaf. Okay, so he had to kind of just think at how it went, and he actually conducted the first performance of this. And then it was such a monumental piece at that time. The audience just could not get over it. It was almost like a giant rock star just played. However, Beethoven didn't know this, because when he was conducting, his back was to the audience, and he didn't hear the applause and all the joy that his audience was giving him. So one of the violinists had to turn him around so he can see the joy that everybody gave him. And so as a result, it's all on our doorbells. You hear it everywhere. Ode to Joy is a fantastic tune, but if you get a chance, listen to the whole piece in its orchestration, and it's one of the most inspiring pieces when you hear it, and especially live. Oh my gosh, it's just it's one of those moments that you just can't think of, you can't recreate when you see it live. So anyway, just a little background of Ode to Joy. Many of you might not have known. Okay, our next one is Giselle Torres. Where's Giselle at? There's Giselle. Come on up, Giselle. We're so proud of Giselle. Giselle's been with us since she was a little girl. We're so happy that she's still with us. Giselle's family has been one of the most biggest supporters of our music school for all these years. I want to thank you. We're still seeing each other after all these years. Thank you so much, Victoria. All right, our next performer is Aaron. Where's Aaron? Is there Aaron in the house? There's Aaron. He looks like he's ready to go. Aaron's going to play for you Waltz Time. We're going to bring up Joshua now. Joshua's going to play for you. I got a question for you, Joshua. Is that your brother? Come on over here. I got a question. Does your brother get bossy every now and then? He doesn't? He's a nice brother. Very nice. I got a question for you. Does your brother get on your nerves every now and then? No, I'm talking to him. Does he get on your nerves every now and then? He does? Oh my gosh! All right, we're going to play. Joshua's going to actually play for you When the Saints Go Marching In. Yes. Thank you very much, Joshua. Our next performer is Lakshatra. Is Lakshatra in the... Oh, there she is. Look at that big old smile on her face, ready to go. She's going to play the zoo. well done. We've got some great performances today. Sanjana, is Sanjana in the house? Where's Sanjana? There's Sanjana. Sanjana's going to play for you concert time. Now for our next performance, we have Ethan's going to perform for us. Where's Ethan? There he is. We have a guitar coming up here. Come on up, Ethan. Good luck, Ethan. What are you going to play?
The blues shuffle.
Ooh, Ethan's going to play the blues shuffle in A. Now for our next part is we have Lena coming up. There she is. She's going to play for you. I don't know what she's going to play. Where are you going to play, Lena? Don't call me a donkey. Oh, that's the name of the piece. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought she called me a donkey. Hold on. Let me help you out, Lena. Now, the next three recitals you're about to see are now Facebook stars. So you can see them on our Facebook doing their little performances there. So if you get a chance, check them out. It's pretty fun. We're going to have our first recitalist, our first Facebook star. His name is Tycho. He's going to play for you, Skatey. Tycho! I'll do the second one with you.
Okay.
Okay. Oh yeah, we are doing it together. What am I thinking? We tried getting his mom to play, but she went to Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and. I'll count 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes! Okay, thank you, Michael. Now for our next performer, is Stella. Stella, Michael's sister. Michael's sister. Come on, Stella. Let's go. You're up next. We're going to play Jolly Old St. Nicholas just in time for Christmas. Okay, let's see. And you're ready. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Play for me! 1, 2, 3, 4. for the third YouTube star, I'm sorry, Facebook star. Ava Wynn's gonna play for you. Come on, Ava. One, two, three, hey. Now we're going to do sailing. I'm sorry, seesaws. Okay? One, two, play. Thank you. Now for our next performer, Anae. Anae's going to come and play the piano for you. Where's Anae? He's a two-time performer here. He's going to play the piano and show his talent on the guitar in a few. Anae's going to play for you Dragon Hunt. Wow, what a performance! Very good. What's interesting is this is the first time we've had recitals in a while because, as you know, we went through a pandemic and so we had to stop recitals for a while. We got creative though. What we would do, and we're still going to continue to do, is we started doing online recitals where the venue was the children's homes. And then what we would do is, being that we would do an online recital, we can invite the families from all over the world to join us. So we're going to plan another one again pretty soon, where we can, where your house will be your venue, and then we will schedule it so you can invite all your families from all over the world, from India, from Pakistan, and they can watch it live online. The only problem is we have to get up like 6:30 in the morning to perform. So, but we get it done. We get it done. So we'll let you know. And the reason why I bring that up is because things have really changed, music-wise, music teaching. And we had to, during that time, we had to shut down our school just like everybody else, the doors anyways. But we became innovative with the new technology of teaching through Zoom. Jose knows exactly what I did. It's like it was thrown in our laps. How do we do this new technology? And we were able to survive for 2 years, and we were able to get through it. and now our music school is flourishing and bigger than, the two schools is bigger than it has ever has been. Now the reason why I bring that up is that has a lot to do with our next performer, okay? Now, the next performer I only met online, and so she's been studying with me for a year and a half, maybe 2. Today's the first time I saw her in person. Oh my, first time we got to see each other face to face. So today's a special day because I get to see her live instead of from her house. And so we're going to bring up our next performer. Her name is Maya, and she's going to play for you The Time Machine. Maya! I always thought she was taller. Good seeing Maya in person. Very nice. Okay. Now we have another one of my students, Miss Shreya. Shreya is going to come up and play for you a little piano medley. Come on up, Shreya. Now our next recital, we're going to bring back Ane, and he's going to show you his talents on his guitar now. Multi-talented young man. turn this on. Where's Shalom? Shalom, can you help me out with this?
Yeah, I'm gonna work on it from the back.
Okay, so, ooh, working it from the back. We got professionals here. Go ahead, play something. There you go. Okay, hold on, Nate. Face your audience. There you go. All right, our next performer is one of my students, Lashia. Lashia is going to come and play for you her own piano selection. Lashia. He made me very proud very recently because last week he was the primary piano player for his school band at Leyva Middle School, and it was like a concerto, meaning that he was the pianist and he had a whole symphony behind him, and so to back him up, so it was like really an awesome feat. And so I was really proud of him that he was able to accomplish this because the piece he gave me was very complicated. And even his band instructor thought, well, Kyle, we'll see if he can do it. But Kyle worked hard at it. We both worked hard at it, but he especially worked hard at it. And so I'm very proud, Kyle, of your accomplishment of what you did last week. So very nicely done. Kyle started with me in an after-school program we taught in Valley Vista School. But we teach after-school programs, and that's where I first met him when he was just a little boy. And he's developed into quite a musician. He's going to play for you for Elise. very proud. Very good. Now our next performer is our final performer, but really a special guest to all of us, because with him and his family, they're the ones who organized it so we can perform in their church today. And their family is very, very sweet. They are very supportive for many years. I taught him when he was a little boy, and I'm watching him grow up. He's in high school now. And so I'm very proud of him. Shalom, come on up and let's introduce you to everybody. Now, before you play Shalom, let me talk a little bit about you and what you've done in the past. Now, this is the second recital we've had here, okay? But the first recital we did, it was like our very first recital since returning from COVID. And so we had it here, so that's why it's kind of a special place for me, and Shalom's family is very special to me. Now, but what was great about the last recital, Shalom organized a fundraiser, and what we did was all our recitalists came. We had four recitals that day, and all of the donations that came from our recitalists went to the cause that he put together. What was that cause that you put together?
So we donated to Action Against Hunger, which helps provide food to those in need.
That's right. And now, he came up with the idea, and I told him, well, tell you what, we will provide the recitalist, but you find the organization that you want to donate to. So everybody donated directly to his cause, and so that was a great feat from Shalom. And so Shalom is, and the reason why I bring this up is because things like this, you know, I know your kids are young, but sometimes you're going to be thinking soon about getting your children into college, into the next level of education. That's where Shalom's at now. He's in high school, going to Valley Christian School, correct? Okay. Right. And so, but not only will music help you develop your children, but it'll also, when they get into that higher education, music is a plus, because the colleges love music. But on top of that, if you can get your children involved in charity work like Shalom did, that is really what makes them come to the top. Now, the perfect two examples are my two boys, Matthew and Jordan. Matthew and Jordan, they're now 26 and 27, but they started a fundraiser, or a nonprofit organization called Baseball Buddies Foundation. And it was just a little idea that we came up with our Little League community. And the Little League community helped them organize this. You know, they're like 12, 13 years old. Well, Matthew was probably about 10. Jordan was about 13. They went to the board meeting of the league, and in their little ties, and made a little pitch saying, this is what we want to do. We want to collect baseball gear from our community and send them out to the world, you know, and, you know, big dream, right? So anyway, so then we went on a trip to Honduras to donate all this baseball gear to an orphanage in Honduras, right? And what was really neat about it, before we left, is Channel 5 and Channel 11, they wanted to do a feature on them, and talk, you know, how little kids are going to a different country to donate. Well, that went all over the Bay Area, and while we were in Honduras, we get a phone call from some gentleman who said, I will help you out. When you come back, I'll help you out. And not only did he help them out, but he also connected them with the U.S. Air Force. So the U.S. Air Force was their biggest delivery. So all they had to do is collect the baseball gear, bring it to Travis Air Force Base, and the Air Force would deliver it to Nicaragua, El Salvador, Peru. Now, why am I bringing this up is because being musicians they were, also doing the charity work they did, that got them into the colleges that they wanted to be in. My son, Jordan, was a graduate from the Haas Business School at Berkeley, and my other son was a graduate in computer science from UC San Diego, two schools that are really complicated to get into. But my point is not only the music, but their charity work is what I think got them over the top and made them shine to be accepted by these great universities. So my advice to parents is, even though your children are young, get them involved in community work and keep them in their music, and when they are starting to look for that next higher education, this will help them get to that next school that they want to. So just a little advice from an old pro dad like me. Thank you. Now, Shalom's going to play our last piece. A little background of the music you're about to hear. He's going to play a melody from Schumann and a prelude from Chopin. Now, these are both composers from the Romantic style, the Romantic era. I spoke about Beethoven a little earlier. Beethoven's from the classical style. Now, what Beethoven did, the reason why Beethoven's famous is because, you know, in the classical style you had Mozart, you had Haydn, and Beethoven. Beethoven was the baby of the three, okay, but those are the three top composers of that period. Now, the reason why Beethoven is famous is because he broke the rules of the classical period, okay? You know, music was going in a direction, and Beethoven said, I've had enough of this, I'm going to change music. And so the reason why I relate that to these pieces is because all the composers who come after Beethoven, Schumann, who you're about to hear, Chopin, who you're about to hear, they all were influenced by Beethoven, and that's why Beethoven is honored and revered as we see him today because of what he's done for the next generation of composers in the 19th century. Now, what you're going to hear a little different from, say, Ode to Joy or any of the other classical pieces is, and Beethoven started this, he started what they call tempo rubato. Now, this is what you can listen for when you hear him. Tempo rubato is the changing of the tempo. It kind of speeds up, it slows down, it speeds up, it slows down. Classical music doesn't do that. Classical music is very on the beat. Dun, 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 very like that, okay? So, but Beethoven is the one who changed that mold. He started this thing called tempo rubato. In fact, Beethoven was the very first composers to write for the piano because the piano was just invented at that time, and one of the very first composers to start using the pedal, okay? So now these two pieces, when you listen to it, listen how Shalom shapes what we call phrases. Phrases are like musical sentences. You'll hear him how he speeds up, slows down, speeds up, and it makes it much more expressive to hear and much more enjoyable to hear. So without me saying any further stuff, Shalom, why don't you play Schumann and Chopin for us?
Sounds good.
our recitals say? All our recitals, stand up. Let's give you a nice round of applause. Thank you. I can tell you all who performed today how proud we are of you. Your teachers are proud of you. Your mom and dad is proud of you. Your grandma and grandpa and all your family and friends. Very proud of your accomplishment today. And so what's nice about your child tomorrow, your child's going to be a different person. Your child's going to walk around with a little more self-esteem, a better musician, and there's nothing better than performance to really bring out a musicianship in any student or anybody who's coming along. And of course we can't do that without the thanks and the help and support of all of you who are here. I really appreciate that you stayed for the entire recital and supported all of the children. That's so wonderful that you're here to support them. And I couldn't thank all of you enough for doing that. And I can't thank Shalom's family enough for providing us all this beautiful facility and setting up the speakers and setting up the live stream. I can't do this all by myself, so thank you to your family. Very good. We're going to have another recital. We have recital about every 6 months or so, that we're going to see your children again very shortly. And then again, like I said, I'll send Jose a note when we're going to do one of our online over the seas concerts again. And so it's going to be a lot of fun, and we look forward to it. Anyways, I'm going to let you go your afternoon. Thank you so much for spending the day with us. And we will see you next time.
We took a group recital as well.
Yeah, when you mean with all recitals, that's the next one. We have a great idea. Come on up, recitalists. That was a great idea. Thank you. All right, let's have all the younger ones in the front. Okay. You're so good today. What happened, man? I wasn't expecting that. All right. Shalom, Joan, jump in here.
Let me slide this back.
Okay. Giselle, come and join us back here. Okay.
Go ahead and set it up in the back. Top step.
Ane, come on back here with us. We'll put the little ones in the front. Okay, all my 11 and 12-year-olds can come and join the middle row. All my 6 to 10-year-olds can be in the front.
Go ahead and send it right here. Face forward, face forward.
Kyle, come and join here so we can see you. See your handsome face.
Mr. Jose, will you be able to share the picture from one of the parents?
Yes. Yeah.
Good answer, Jose.
Cheese.
1, 2, 3, guys. Cheese.
Cheese.
Perfect.
Don't move because we are behind, so we might want to come ahead and take it.
Okay, stay right here, everybody. We're going to have to be here a few minutes.
Smile, everyone.
Smile as big as proud Mr. Darrell.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everybody. This is a great idea. We're going to put this on our Facebook.
Cheese. Cheese.
Bravo, everybody! That was pretty good. Nice playing, mister. I'm going to go in the front and say hi.